Hi everyone, thank you so much for checking out this video. Here on Show Style and Spirit, I am Ebony, and we have to talk about blogger Funky Dineva's reaction to hearing that his friend or the lady, Tamar Braxton, woke up after being what seems like unconscious with injuries, including missing teeth. I want to talk about how he is so like hands off, like the baby isn't mine. I don't know Billie Jean, but he's not naming Tamar Billie Jean, but she is the lady. Now, before we get into his reaction, I ask that you please hit the like button on this video and please subscribe to the channel. And everything that I'm saying in this video is alleged and just my opinion. And the Copyright Act of 1976 says that my fair use commentary on this soundbite is allowed. So this story is coming from It's On Site. And I like to check the blogs for any stories that really move me or cause me to have some sort of opinion that I want to share with you all. And I'm like, oh, this is Funky Dineva's reaction to what Tamar Braxton posted. Now, I know that you all have heard all about it from the amazing content creators, including Queen Sheba, Tasha K, and many others. I actually was in such shock yesterday over Tamar's post. I had lots of several different thoughts. And when I say different, I'm talking from all across the board. Because I'm thinking this is way too serious for her to just be wanting attention. But it's so like, oh my gosh, I feel like I had gotten a text message from one of my friends who's injured, and then I would think like, well, where are you? Do I need to come? Should I dial 911? Please tell me. Because I'm that friend. If one friend hasn't heard from someone else and they text me, I'm like, well, should I call the police? Like, I go straight to, like, let's involve law enforcement. Like, how serious is this? So Tamar's post, I'm like, has she been treated by a doctor? I mean, she's letting us strangers know, but like, has she seen a doctor? Did she dial 911? Like, what's going on here? Is Tony still performing with Cedric the Entertainer? Like, I'm thinking like, what resources do we need to get for Tamar? So I didn't make a video about it because I didn't want to seem like an asshole. Because I want her to be healthy, I want her to be okay, but I also had my commentary was very layered and it was filled with many thoughts, and I just didn't want to seem like an asshole, so but I don't have to worry about that because Funky is coming off like the asshole. So let's get into what he has to say. I'm going to go ahead and mute my mic so that you do not have an echo, and then I'll come back with my commentary.
For those of y'all that know, I'm talking about Tamar Braxton. I don't know what happened to the lady. We went out. What night that was? We went out. Saturday night. We went out Saturday night. We went to the roof, Chris. We ate. We had a good time. She was like, let's turn up for your birthday. We went down to the V12. Shouts out to Vinny and all the people at V12. That's the video y'all saw. Or whatever, with us walking in, they're making a whole lot of noise. We left there. We all got in the car together. The car dropped us off at Tamar house. I didn't go upstairs. I went to my car. I went and met James Knox at BJ Rooster, and I came home. The next day when I woke up, I had a text message from Tamar at 10 in the morning that said, can you give me Dr. Heavenly phone number? I didn't think anything of it because people ask me for Dr. Heavenly phone number all the time. And it's typically when people have an emergency veneer situation. I did not think anything of it. People ask me for her number all the time. And then the next thing I know, folks is sending me this thing on the internet where the lady said she almost died and she was laying in a pool of blood. And I know some of y'all are going to be committed to thinking I'm lying, and y'all gonna be committed to thinking I'm biased, and y'all are gonna be committed to thinking I'm covering up something. And I promise you, I swear to God, on my mother, I don't know what happened. I honestly don't. I don't know what happened. And that's the God honest truth. Now I know for some of y'all that's not going to be good enough, but you're going to have to make it enough. I promise you, on Isaac's life, I don't know what happened. The lady ain't told me nothing. The lady just said she needed Dr. Heavenly phone number. So that's that on that. I hope we can put that to bed. I know what y'all know. I can give y'all a little more details. The lady did say, Q, I'm missing 4 teeth. And then I wrote back, I'm confused. So you just woke up and 4 of your teeth was missing, and the lady didn't respond. Okay. So I don't know what's going on with the lady mouth. That's all I know. If that ain't good enough for you, bitch, make it enough. Okay. For those of y'all that know, I'm talking about Tamar Braxton. I don't know what happened to the lady.
Okay, I am going to play that video again for y'all because, like, I was sitting here, I know my mic was muted, but I was like, why does he do that? Like, he's such a butthole. And why is it like a conference of messy people? Tamar wakes up in a pool of blood, her words, and she notices that she's got missing teeth. Okay, you text Funky Dineva, so it's like one messy person, you know, like a magnet, 2 messy people. And out of all the phone numbers that you could ask for, you asked for Dr. Heavenly's. I would have Googled like a dentist that's open now or something, or will be open in an hour before like I think of her. And I'm like, that's 3 messy people all in a conference together. Like, oh my gosh. But I'm glad that she is on the mend, but he is just coming off so much like my name is Bennett and I ain't in it. You know, nobody is saying, Funky, that you knocked her teeth out. Nobody is saying that you committed blunt force trauma and you're the reason why she woke up in the pool of blood. Nobody is saying that. But yeah, so you hung out with her. You could just say, I'm so sorry about what happened to my girl Tamar. Like, we were partying and having a good time. And then, she texts me. Now, he was in my opinion, just my opinion, Funky, he was almost trying to say, he almost tried to make it seem like he didn't know anything was going on with her, because he said he had like people sending him her post where she's saying that she almost, something tragic could have happened and this is how she woke up. And he was acting like, like, oh my gosh, what is this? I don't know. But then towards the end of his video, he's saying, well, I can give you a little bit more information. She texts me saying, I have 4 missing teeth. And I text back, I'm confused. How did you wake up with 4 missing teeth? And in the beginning, he said she asked for Dr. Heavenly's number. And he said, that's not abnormal because people do that all the time. And I don't know if people ask you for Dr. Heavenly's number, specifically her personal phone number, or if they're asking you, can you introduce them to Dr. Heavenly? Can you get them to meet her some sort of way? But anyway, some people may actually ask him for Dr. Heavenly's cell phone number. That's not a request that I would make because I know she don't know me, but some people might be that audacious. But then he's like adding details. He's acting like a teenager who did something bad. They've gotten caught. The parent don't know all the details. That's why they're asking, and you bet not lie. And he's giving like little nuggets, and then they keep questioning, and he gives a little bit more. That's how he's actually acting. And the fact that he started off giving really bare bones, well, she texts me for Dr. Heavenly's number. Then at the end, he's like, well, I can give y'all more information. She texts me saying I'm missing 4 teeth. And then when I think about it, the fact that she texts Funky, I'm missing 4 teeth, and who knows, maybe she did try like some virtual doctor help, or maybe she did call someone that she knows that's a nurse or a doctor. I don't know. But at some point she did text Funky Dineva. I kind of wonder, did she text him because it's like that's just how they are. And although she needs medical attention, she would text Funky Dineva first. Or did she text him like something's wrong? And did she suspect that he would at minimum know what happened to her? I don't know. But it's so like he's more concerned with how the public views him or will judge him over, expressing his thankfulness that she's okay. And of course, I get it. You want to clear your name. You want people to know that you didn't knock her teeth out. You didn't hit her and cause her to go unconscious or anything. But you can do it in a way that still shows that you care about her well-being and her safety, and you're glad that she's okay. You're just coming across like, my name is Bennett and I ain't in it. Like y'all were at a college party and things went left, but you ain't in it, and all this stuff is weird. And I wonder, has Tamar seen this? And if so, what is her reaction? But I'm glad that she is okay. And who knows, like I've gone out like partying, and like you're so like I've been like when I lived in my condo, and I would just be like, and one time, a couple of times, I like knocked my lampshade over, didn't even realize it until like the next day. Like you sleep off the liquor, you have a cup of coffee, and I look and I'm like, okay, the lamp is on the floor, like what happened? So I don't know, that things like that happen, right? So I have a feeling she probably was like a little lit, but there's still like a lot of serious missing pieces. But Funky is letting you know that he definitely ain't got nothing to do with it. So it's still a bizarre story for me. But I am glad ultimately the most important thing, the main thing is that Tamar is okay. And I wish her a full and speedy recovery. But what do you think about this entire story involving Tamar Braxton? So, what were your initial thoughts when you read her post? And, this is a judgment free zone like Planet Fitness. If you thought, is she just trying to get attention? This is Tamar. This is a judgment free zone. Have at it, okay? Or if you say, well, I've worked in the medical industry, so I instantly think, oh my gosh, did she go to the hospital? Whatever your thoughts were, I want to see those, because I have a feeling it's going to be very diverse, right? Because all my thoughts were all across the board. And I was like, I don't want to make a video about this. And then I want to ask you, what is your reaction to Funky Dineva's video? His tone, his words, throwing his hands up, and the lady, okay? The lady of my life. Okay, he cannot sing that. That song definitely don't apply, all right? But I thank you all so much for checking out this video. Please hit the like button on this video, and please subscribe to the channel. And I will talk with you all soon. Bye.